Let's take a look at what signature spell might be best for Jace the Perfected Mind and Oathbreaker. Jace costs 4 mana or 3 mana and 2 life. He has +1 until your next turn up to one target creature gets -3/-0, -2 for target player mills 3 cards, then if a graveyard has 20 more cards in it, you draw 3 cards, otherwise you draw a card. And -X, target player mills 3 times X cards. This could be a really good option for a deck that aims to mill all your opponents out for the win. If that's our goal, Fractured Sanity is probably the best choice. For blue, it's a sorcery that says each opponent mills 14 cards. That is a lot of cards for just 3 mana, and it's very recastable later. For 5 mana, this is still pretty good. You could conceivably cast it for 7 mana again also. I think with this strategy, we want to try to get 20 cards in your opponent's graveyard as fast as possible so we can make the best use out of that -2 and draw extra cards. Maddening Cacophony is also at least worth considering. It's a 2 mana sorcery that says each opponent mills 8 cards, and it's got kicker of 3 and a blue. If this spell was kicked, instead each opponent mills half their library rounded up. So that's like probably going to be 20 cards the first time. Though it does get worse later in the game, and that's a strike against it. Tashas Hideous Laughter is a 3 mana sorcery that says each opponent exiles cards from the top of their library until that player has exiled cards with total mana value 20 or more. Note that this doesn't put anything in the graveyard, if that matters to your deck. My gut says Fractured Sanity is still going to put more cards in, but I don't know, honestly. This might put more, and I really liked the gambling aspect of it, where you don't know exactly how many cards are going to get put in. For some people, less predictable is just more fun. Sanity Grinding. For blue, it's a sorcery that has Chroma. Reveal the top 10 cards of your library. For each blue mana symbol in the mana cost of the revealed cards, target opponent puts the top card of his or her library into his or her graveyard. I think this would be one of the more interesting and fun challenges to build because you want blue pips in your mana cost and all your cards. How good this card is depends completely on how well you built your deck around it. This card targets a player, so it's really only good for one-on-one. If your meta has a lot of fetch lands and tutors and stuff, Archive Trap might be decent. For 5 mana, it's an instant trap, which you don't see much. If an opponent searches his or her library this turn, you may pay 0 rather than pay Archive Trap's mana cost. Target opponent puts the top 13 cards of their library into their graveyard. I think this is the best choice, maybe for a one-on-one Oathbreaker kind of deck, if anybody does that. I have. I've played a lot of one-on-one. It's a lot of fun. This is also a good strategy for a self-mill deck where you're trying to win with Tashas Oracle and cards like that. I think the best choice for a self-mill strategy, though, is Paradigm Shift. For 1 and a blue, it's a sorcery that says remove all cards in your library from the game. Shuffle your graveyard into your library. Okay, it's not technically mill, but it's basically milling out your entire deck. This is crazy. This kind of build would want Laboratory Maniac, Jace Wielder of Mysteries, and Tashas Oracle. Treasure Cruise could be crazy good. It's 7 and a blue to draw 3 cards, but it has Delve, so for each card you exile from your graveyard while casting the spell pays for 1, and this can include commander attacks. So this could, even your second and third time casting it, could cost just a single blue. For a self-mill deck or a deck that mills everybody, this could be an awesome choice. The last card I want to talk about is Hour of Eternity, going in a completely different direction. For XX blue, it says exile X target creature cards from your graveyard. For each card exiled this way, create a token that's a copy of that card, except it's a 4/4 black zombie. This could make for a strange, fun, self-mill reanimation strategy. Blue really doesn't get reanimation effects, so this is a really unique card. Alright, if you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button, and consider subscribing if you want to see more videos like this. Thanks a lot, guys. Bye.